fAat yoga.
So let's talk about what we've been doing for the past month and a half. I decided to go ahead and pay the money for a trainer with Chris Daly of his company, which I cannot mention yet, and get that 5 months in of one-on-one training once a week for an hour, on and popping. Quay, what have you been up to?
I cannot afford to get that trainer, which is actually pretty cool, because what we're going to do is show you 2 different ways to get the results that you really want to get to, because the reality of the situation is everybody is not going to be in the position to make that extra, you know. And what's great is if you have a partner, a teammate who is going to a trainer, you can ask them to ask the trainer, okay, what do you do if you want to do this, and actually get some of that information from them, and still work collectively.
It's called bootleg training. Bootleg training.
I like to call it buy one get one free. You know. But since
you don't have to have a trainer. I mean, you don't have to do this. When I signed up for the trainer, they told me it's 80% diet. 80% diet.
So that means that it's really the main focus is what you're putting into your body, not necessarily who's teaching you how to use it. You know, but that's really one of the reasons why what we're trying to do is show you that you can get the results that you want, whichever direction you choose to go with it. But it's important to go in that direction. You know, but since then, you know, I've been doing yoga. You know, if you're following our blog, as you know, I had a belly chub incident, but it's all good, you know, because right now I have cream corn abs.
Which will make sense later when we can tell you about another company we're working with.
Exactly. So right now, you know.
And I can cross my legs now. I can sit crisscross applesauce.
And actually, me personally, I can actually almost sit Indian style. And
that's crisscross applesauce. You need to have better political.
Okay. But see, you know what?
Make better choices in your political soliloquies.
Yeah,
is it a soliloquy?
I don't know, but I feel funny saying I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. Like,
hey,
you know,
political correctness.
Well, really, one of the greatest things, as well as that, just even doing yoga, and Kara can probably tell you about this as well. I feel myself getting stronger, so I can hold a little bit longer. You know, I feel my body as being a little bit more flexible. I'm not there yet, nowhere close, you know, but I'm moving in the right direction. I'm not going back. And because I'm on a schedule, so that way I can make sure that I'm active, even in the morning. If I'm not getting, you know, the 3-mile walk that I normally do with my dogs, I am so antsy throughout the day. Like, I have to expend the energy.
I've noticed a lot with yoga, my core is a lot stronger, and there are muscles that shake. I didn't even know that you had muscles like in the back underneath your butt, above your hamstring. I didn't know there were muscles there. I didn't know that.
I figured that out when I was rubbing Bengay on it, and I was like, what? Why am I not touching my butt, but I'm not really touching my thigh? So what is this in between, you know? But
would that be like the tank of your leg?
Yeah, I guess you.
Is that what it's called? A taint? A taint?
No, taint.
The taint of your leg.
The taint of your leg. But anyway, the one thing I do want to also talk about is that since we started this, what I really noticed is that I'm sweating in places I didn't know I should really be sweating at.
The butt sweat. Here's 2 things about that. Sometimes, if you've had too many onions or garlic, it will come out of your nether regions. It will come out of your love below. And the thing is, I don't want to smell that. So you need to put deodorant on your love below. And I know this might be a new concept to some people, but if you're doing yoga and you are close to each other and I need to put my hands on the wheel, you need to put deodorant on your love below. The second thing is, use a towel when you're sitting on benches. And I know people. That's another reason we started fAat yoga. One time, I had a towel on a bench, sat up, towel was missing. Where was it? In my butt cheeks. I know, it was embarrassing, but no sweat on the bench. I don't want to see your nasty sweat from your love below on the bench when I get on it.
And just to interject.
End rant.
In rant. Just to go off of that, for the guys, grabbing your balls and squishing them to get the sweat off is pretty fucking gross.
Ew.
And you're picking up the weight. Like, maybe there's some type of weird ball grabbing gym etiquette that I'm just not aware of, but the thing is that you're not the only one that wants to pick up this weight. And when I go to pick up the weight, whether I'm just shifting it from one side to the other because I want to get to the lighter weight, I don't want to know that I'm touching your ball sweat. I just don't want to know it. And here is a tip. If you notice, because we all we're bigger, you're gonna have chub in places. You might have thigh chub, you might have belly chub. Some people might even have back chub, boob chub, armpit chub. There's chub all over places. Here's a tip. Take a little bit of powder. Don't put it directly on the area that keeps sweating so much, but put it around. So if you have sweaty balls, don't put it directly on your ball. Put it on the thigh, okay? The thigh area. Maybe even the taint, because your ass stink. You stink. You smell like sweaty balls, okay? I just want to point that out. And if you're into yoga and you're really a big yoga guy and stuff like that, you can do all of those poses, where you're standing on your neck or you're bending your leg. But stretching during the beginning of the class and your balls are in your face, it's just not cool.
It actually could be cool, though. Maybe he's trying to achieve something. Because I've seen him in class, and I think he's really trying to achieve the ultimate love of oneself for a man.
Oh. So, one of the things right now, just like C has already gone over, we were at the beach. We sat in 2 low chairs, which was pretty cool. But it's always a question on...
Sorry, we found a good parking spot.
Getting out of those chairs. And we almost did it. She did it last week, but I almost did it this week.
It's
but then
like a deep squat.
It's like I'm squatting to the point where my butt is almost hitting the ground. It just didn't work for me at that point. And we'll try to film during that time.
Especially if we see something funny, because I always have a comment about something.
Oh yes.